In this video, we're going to be exploring FBI hostage negotiation techniques as seen in the book Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, who was the head of FBI hostage negotiation for 20 years. We're going to be talking about how to apply one hostage negotiation principle to your sales process right now. To learn about labeling, you can go to chapter 3, but I wanted to give you a specific instance in which you can use a label right now in your sales process. So what is a label to start with? A label is a way for you to be able to make an assumption and try to understand somebody without having them be offended by it. It actually relieves pressure from the situation. So you can see why an FBI hostage negotiator would want to use labels to reduce that pressure. One of the places in your sales process that you may be feeling some tension and some pressure is right around that time that you're sending a proposal or trying to actually close the deal. And you can use a label in one particular situation that could really change the game for you. And that label could be used at the proposal stage when your prospect has either not shown up or not called you back when you're trying to close a deal, or maybe they're not even opening up that proposal. You see, that's a moment of tension that's taking place between you and your prospect. The tension with you is you're going, I don't know, I might lose this deal, I'm starting to get nervous, and you're starting to become reminded of all the different deals that you've lost in the past. In reality, a lot of times when people are ignoring you or not showing up to calls or not responding, they just got really busy or they're sorting some things out on their end that they don't really want to have to keep you updated on because maybe it's complex and it's a waste of their time to share it. So what can you do to try to get some understanding on that situation? Well, a typical salesperson, they're just going to go to that situation and just follow up a bunch more times and just pretend that nothing is going wrong. But to use a label, you would do this. You would email or call or text your prospect and you would say, hey, it seems like you're really busy right now. Should we connect this week? Now, your prospect is far more likely to respond positively to that message for a few different reasons. Number one is you're really understanding them, and people have an innate need to be understood, which Chris Voss explains in this book. Number two is you're making kind of an excuse for them. You're allowing them some grace and some room, and you're diffusing any tension that they're feeling or any guilt or shame about not responding to you. And what will happen then is that prospect's going to respond more likely than not and say, hey, you know what, I have been really busy. Yes, let's connect later this week. And I've seen this over and over and over again in a sales situation where a salesperson is getting very stressed out. They're like, hey, they're not responding to me, they're ghosting me. And I would say, well, let's just label what you think they're going through. What do we know about them? Maybe they're just really busy. Let's label their emotion, let's label their situation and see what happens. And it's amazing how many times people open up and respond positively to that label. So again, in this proposal example, somebody's not responding or not opening up your proposal or not really following up when you're trying to close a deal. All you would say is, hey, it seems like you're a little busy right now. Should we connect later this week? Or another one that I've used is, hey, it seems like you may be having some second thoughts. Should we have a further conversation? And in that case, in that particular instance, they're like, oh, thank goodness, I didn't have to, come to them and say, oh, I'm actually feeling second thoughts. I shared it first, made it feel normal, made it feel natural, and they're much more likely to respond positively. So that's exactly how you can use FBI hostage negotiation techniques in your sales process right now and get those hard to reach people to respond back to you, diffuse the tension within you, and diffuse the tension within your prospect. If you've enjoyed this video, I want you to know that this came from the Sales and Marketing Innovation Lab, where we blend all of the best training from all sorts of different places around the world to come up with the most powerful selling techniques for our clients at ClientPoint. And this YouTube channel is all about sharing some of the things that we're learning and we're sharing with our clients to be able to share with the rest of the world. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment to stay engaged and, of course, to learn more.